I want to welcome you guys to R-Bop. This is Riddick's Book of Philosophy. My name's Philip Riddick, and this is where I talk about what I want to talk about the way I want to talk about it. If you enjoy this podcast, tell your friends, family, and loved ones to come in and enjoy my whimsical way of saying things, doing things, and thinking about things.
Please hold for a very important message.
Every day we're getting closer and closer to normalcy in the United States of America, and that means travel is starting to open up more and more as well. That means planes, hotels, resort properties, cruise ships, and rental cars. If you want to save 30 to 70% in your upcoming travel, contact me at dcboomgetaways@gmail.com. I am an independent travel savings ambassador for iBoomerang. That's dcboomgetaways@gmail.com. All right. I hope y'all can hear me. My name's Philip Riddick, and this is Riddick's Book of Philosophy. Guys, I want to thank you guys for coming in here and spending a little bit of time with me. Those of you that can't see the ticker, those of you guys that are on the podcast only, that's DC Boom Getaways, BUUM Getaways @gmail.com. Now, I'm the hostess with the mostest, and I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. I have a very special guest. This is a YouTube content creator, and she does some amazing stuff. I'm not going to say too much about the channel. It is dynamic, and it's a pretty much a variety type show type of thing. Does more than one thing, not a one-trick pony. So, without any further ado, we're just going to jump right on in here, and we're going to bring in Phyllis Flint, a.k.a. Phylly Phyl. How you doing, girl? Phylly Phyl's in the house. How you doing? This is R-Bop. Daddy Cooks is the other thing.
I know R-Bop. I said AKA, yes.
Yes, ma'am. I am doing good. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Now, oh, girl, shit. I'm so happy you're here. I can just smile. We're going to jump right into these questions. You know, I'm not going to catch you by surprise. I'm going to make sure I prep the field to let you know what's coming. All right. So,
I'm in the hot seat.
So, introduction. Who are you? Where are you from? And what's your background?
Okay, well, I am Phyllis, a.k.a. Phylly Phyl. Grew up in Beaumont, Texas. Yes.
Texas. Wow.
Beaumont, the Lone Star State. Yes. Texas is doing a lot of things right now, but I am from Texas. Yes. I grew up in Beaumont, which is a smaller city right outside of Houston and Lake Charles. I mean, South Texas. Great food. Love it there. Nice. And what,
education background? Anything you want to share?
Yes, I do. I did go to college.
Nice.
Undergrad was from Philander Smith, and then I went on to Webster University.
Hmm.
Yes, and I'm divorced. I have 2 grown children and some grandchildren. So, hey, doing my thing.
Look, well, that was the next question. You got any pets? Dogs, cats, birds, anything?
No.
None of that. I don't like critters either, man. If you ain't bringing home good grades, cooking and cleaning, I don't need you in the house.
No offense to anyone that does, but I think my pets would punk me down one day. I'd come home and they'd turn on me and I'd be scared to come in the house if I had a dog or something.
Look, as long as you don't have one of them big old boa constrictors, giant ass snake living with you. Yeah. So what do you do? What's the real job? What does Phylly Phyl do? What's your actual real job, if you have one?
Okay. Well, my real job when I was in corporate, I was a licensed insurance agent. Well, I'm still a licensed insurance agent. I have been now for over 20 years. So health, life, and dental insurance. That's what I did forever, over 30 plus years.
Well, shoot, put your hands together for life insurance, health insurance.
Yes, I can, but I am retired now. So
okay.
I'm a full-time YouTube content creator, but that's what I do now. I'm
nice.
And loving it.
I know, right? I know. Now, this is your time to shine. Man, we're running through these pretty quick. All your social media, all right? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you got any books, anything, throw that out there now. But what I do want you to do, I have your Eat with Phylly Phyl channel in the show notes. But if you have any other social media you want me to put in the show notes, shoot them to me afterwards and I can edit the show notes.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Okay, I'll do that.
So what you got? So you just tell them. What do you got?
Oh, the other channels that I have. I mean, I have Instagram. It's Eat with Phylly Phyl as well as my Facebook, Eat with Phylly Phyl. But I mainly do everything on YouTube. Eat with Phylly Phyl and More. Let me change that. Eat with Phylly Phyl and More, because as he said in the intro, not a one-trick pony. I do a lot of different things over here.
There's a lot more. We'll talk about that coming up here pretty quick.
Too much, but oh well.
Well, not too much. I enjoy the channel. For those of y'all that don't know, I enjoy the channel just because, one, it is diverse, and you ain't gonna see the same shit every day. Sometimes you get surprised on the and more part.
Absolutely.
But now, what I'm gonna do to get the bills paid, I'm gonna do a quick ad, and then we're gonna get into the subject of this podcast, guys. So bear with me. We'll be right back. I would like to talk to you about Instacart. What if I told you that you could have local fresh groceries delivered to your front door? You can have multiple deliveries for one small monthly fee. Unlike some other apps or services that want to nickel and dime you all the time. If you don't have that special item that you need to make a special recipe, Instacart in some cases can get that to your house in as fast as 1 hour. Hand selected by shoppers based on your preferences, Instacart highlights deals that can help save you money. You can find everything you normally buy, and they also suggest things that may be new to you. They pick the freshest produce and also keep your eggs safe too. Follow the link in the show notes that lets Instacart know that I sent you. That will not only help the show, but it will also, in this case, give you free delivery on your first order over $35. Instacart. Never go out to go grocery shopping again. All right, we're back. we're back, but we really didn't go anywhere, guys. Instacart. In this COVID-19, if you guys ain't comfortable going out to buy groceries, hit that link and they can bring the groceries to you. Let me address the chat. Hey, Diane, Air Fryer, what's going on? Life with Lisa, Vanessa Smith, thank you for coming. And Cynthia Jones, thank you for coming. All right, next question. We're going to jump right into it. Eat with Phylly Phyl and More. What is the basis of your channel?
Well, when I started my channel, I mean, I pretty much started out just wanting to cook and share my recipes with everyone. You know, the recipes that my grandfather and grandmother and mom taught me over the years, mainly my grandfather, my mom's dad, and he has since passed on. But now, you know, it has evolved. I do different things. You know, I learned that you're just going to have to sometimes switch things up. And I'm doing a lot of other different things. I don't know if you want to get into that now or what, but I'm doing a lot of different things with the channel.
Oh, we'll get to it. Trust me. But you kind of answered it. But where did you come up with the concept? Where, you know, the actual channel, was it, you know, you started out with just wanting to do cooking or eating mukbang, or did you know you were going to do a variety of things?
I was watching other channels, mainly one of the most famous channels of them all on there, Be Love. I was watching her and I started out trying to be a mukbanger, but I quickly learned that I can't eat that much like that. I couldn't do that. So, you know, the concept, I thought, well, you know, let me try to do mukbangs and also cook as well. Cook the food that I'm going to mukbang or whatever. But I wasn't able to do that. So I just, you know, said, let me incorporate some other things into my channel to see if it'll help it grow. And thank God, you know, thus far it's been working for me, because not everything works for everyone.
This is true. And you're growing. But hey, just because we gave a shameless plug, let's do it again. Y'all put your hands together for Be Love. I don't watch it, but there you go, Be Love. If you ever see this podcast, Phylly Phyl gave you a shout out. I hope you appreciate that. Now,
be honest, gotta be honest.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't hate on anybody unless they start it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What major moves do you have? What major things do you have going forward? What's in your future? What do you want to expand to or do what?
Well, right now, I just want to continue to what I have going so far to make it better. You know, I want to try and learn some different, I guess, technology, like the way you're doing your thing. You know, if I could upgrade. Right now I'm just mainly using StreamYard when I do my shows.
Mhm.
But I hope to eventually get better equipment and just get better with what I'm doing now.
Mhm.
Just my exercising, the classes that are not classes, but when I work out live on Saturdays, I hope to get that. I want more people to join in with me on live. And
Nice.
for the first time, I had 4 people in there this past Saturday. I've never had that many. So I just want to continue to improve on what I'm doing and to get that up to 100 pretty much is what I want to do.
Oh, I'm shocked. We all want more subscribers. I know. And you're doing great. You're constantly growing. Hopefully this helps, hopefully this helps out too. But when it comes to technology, girl, just give me a call, shoot me a message, send me a text. If it audio, video editing, I got you.
Well, when I called you, you said you didn't really have time. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what? See, now you sound like that other guy who I want to get on here. We ain't gonna talk about him though. It ain't his show, but you know who he is. But look, his initials are M.A., but I'll get to him later. All right, we'll get to the chat. We got Lucinda in here. How you doing, Lucinda? We got comedian L. Hendricks, of which I also want to get L. Hendricks in here one of these days. Dude, I need to get you in here for a podcast. Let's see what's in the chat here. Comedian L. Hendricks. This is something you need to be doing. She's talking about y'all need to be doing some podcasting too. Look, we can all podcast. There's enough YouTube for everybody. Enough podcasts too.
Hey, there's enough around. I think when we do our talk shows, I look at that as a podcast. Hey, we just do the talk show together. I'm good with that.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't want to. I'm not trying to duplicate what someone else is doing. However, we can get ideas from someone else, but I want to, try and be my own person, come up with my own ideas.
Oh, exactly. Well, so you need to start a podcast so you can invite me. Shit. I just want to say that. Moving to the next question.
Moving right along.
How would an interested person start a similar channel or start a channel on YouTube? How did you get going as far as not the idea, the actual physical getting it started?
Well, I mean, if you pretty much have a phone, but I'm going to say I use an iPhone, that's how I started. If you have a phone, I would just watch some channels of the things that you're interested in doing and just see how they're doing them, but not duplicate. Just get some ideas and just read up, just read up on some things, Google it or YouTube it, and how to start a YouTube channel. Anything you want to know is pretty much already out there in YouTube land. And then just make your first video. Just decide what you want to do. Make a video telling the people about yourself, which is something I didn't do, but now I know I should have, telling them about yourself, what it is you want your channel to be, what you hope to give them. And that you would like for them to support you, and ask them to give you ideas on things that they would like to see on your channel as well.
That's a great point. Ask your audience.
Always include your subscribers or your audience. You want to make them feel like they are a part of you, because without the subscribers, honey, it ain't no channel. Okay?
It ain't no channel. Now, I have subscribers. You got a gang. What's the gang?
EWPPG and more.
The EWPPG gang, y'all. See, I don't have a gang. I got friends, YouTube friends. They have gangs, man. I need to get one. Another shout out. What's that dude? What's his gang called?
4C Gang for Life.
Yeah, not that dude, but 4C Gang. That's another friend of mine. Actually, that's Philly's brother. He's got the 4C Gang, and then you have the Puff Gang. That shameless shout out.
Oh,
But
yeah.
folks, folks have gangs. I need to do that, But being, R-Bop or Daddy Cooks, maybe I need some Daddy-O's or some shit. I'll come up with something.
Culinary, I don't know, something, because you have almost 50K subscribers, man.
Oh, that's true. This is true. But this is about you. It's not about me.
I don't mind sharing the love.
That's why we support each other. There's enough YouTube for everybody. I hope everyone watching this, and when I give you a shout out on my other channel, I hope everybody just runs over there and subscribes, because there's enough YouTube for everybody. What I hate is the ones that hate. Oh, it's mine. It's mine. No, it's not. It's the internet. Help each other.
Right. You do have some haters out there. Unfortunately, there will always be some haters and people saying things, trying to make you, bring you down or whatever. But you just got to hold your head up, shake it off, and keep it moving.
Well, you can hold your head up, you can hold your butt up and say, kiss my ass. We'll get to that later. Oh, this is my show. You can say whatever you want. Okay. What major obstacles did you have to overcome? Any funny stories, interesting stories, anything that you had to overcome to get your channel or to push your channel or something?
Probably one of the main obstacles was just learning how to, the technical part for what the little that I know now, because like I said, when I started, I knew absolutely nothing other than, how to upload a 15-minute or so video. If you look at my first couple of videos, I would just be talking and it would just cut off because I didn't know anything. So the hardest thing was learning how to use the equipment, learning about the green room, the backdrops and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm still learning. And that's why I don't mind sharing. If someone asks me something, the little that I do know, I don't mind helping because there were people that helped me along the way. Yep. And this is the reason that I'm where I'm at now.
Yeah, I agree. Same thing with me. This podcast thing, I'm still learning. YouTube, I've been doing for years, but you look at my earlier videos, they suck so bad. They were terrible. I mean, I had great personality. My recipes were solid, but everything else was straight crap, Let me give a couple of shout outs. I mentioned Booger in here. We got Johnny Maggs. All right. Johnny Maggs is from the Pit Life Barbecue podcast. Shout out. Jean Marie Matthews, my sister from another mister. Love her to death. And I got to read this one. Jim EQ says, I'll be your daddy. Oh, wait, that doesn't sound right. There you go, Jim. That was funny. But I have helped a lot of people. You can ask Booger or some of the people in the chat. It doesn't feel right to me. If you're getting more and more successful, why wouldn't you want to help out anybody else? That just it's kind of stinky to me. Your thoughts?
Some people just don't. They feel like they want to hold on to it if they share just a little bit. I don't know what they think's going to happen to it, but you're doing what you're going to do. So what's for you will be for you. And there's no harm in sharing the information. And if someone asks you how to do something, let's say, for example, how to set up a green screen or a green room, don't just give them a bit of the information. Tell them exactly what they need to know, because that is the most irritating thing. If you ask someone to help you, they tell you, well, just go here. Well, what do you do when you get there? I need more information. Some people, I need some walkthroughs. I need examples.
I agree with you 100%. If someone's asking you how you did something, it's because they like the way you did it. They want to emulate the way you did it. They don't want to say, hey, go to www.greenscreen.com and figure it out yourself. Hell, why did I ask you the question if you weren't going to help me? You know what I'm saying?
When I ask somebody something, they send me a link and say, just go figure this out. Well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it.
Girl, I'll be like, boom. Once we get offline, we can go camera to camera and I can talk you through it. I've done that many a times. I've helped channels that are bigger than mine now.
Really?
Seriously. Oh, girl, I've helped channels. I can name 2, 3, which I won't. I can name 2, 3, 5, 10 channels that got hundreds of thousands. I know a couple that got millions of subscribers that were smaller than me when I started. I helped them along the way. And, they just pushed it hard, push. I go and come by nature of my former job. But some folks just hit it hard. I know folks that got a lot of subscribers, and I helped them when they got started. Yeah.
Yeah, some people, maybe they think if they help you, you might surpass them or whatever. But it's okay. It's okay.
Do. If someone passes you, it's because either they did something different, they have a different appeal. You don't know what they're doing in the background. YouTube ain't everything. I got so many things going on. Look, I got a cooking channel. I got a podcast. I got a lot of things going in the background that people don't know. You see what I'm saying? And don't judge your channel by anybody else's channel. Judge your channel by what you're doing, if you enjoy what you're doing, and your subscribers will tell you if you're doing a good job or not.
And just because if you see a channel doing something, I wouldn't just go and copy that. Make it your own, because it may not be for you just because it's working for that person. Is all. True. I'm not saying don't venture out, but I wouldn't just go and duplicate what someone else is doing. Yeah,
I agree. A genre, if you have a talk show and someone else has a talk show, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing the same thing exactly, now you're biting. Now that's just dirty.
Okay. And using same words that person used. That's just irritating.
Yeah, and you bite, and it'll tell on you, because the bigger you get and the bigger they get, they were like, hold up, you're doing what he's doing, it'll blow up in your face. Yes, indeed. Moving to the next question. Have you ever had to deal, and you talked about, you alluded to this, have you ever had to deal with outsiders? All right. How to deal with folks that be hating on you or try to get in your business and blah, blah, blah. How do you put up with them trolls?
Folk hating on me? Who would make a video about Phylly Phyl?
I don't know.
Let me count. Yeah, I have had to deal with, people that might not agree with how I handle certain situations or
What?
yeah, can you believe it? I don't give a damn, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I just, sometimes I might reply and say something back, which may not always be the best thing, but if it's something if you feel like you want to speak on something, then you can.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that there's some YouTube channels that say they never reply back to any negative things or bother with the negative comments or anything. But my brother's cooking with comedian Michael Allen. I can't ignore stuff for too damn long, because then he gonna call me up and be like, sis, what's up?
He won't let you
handle this, or are you gonna handle it?
And I hope Michael's listening. I want you on here so bad, man. We'll work out the audio. I want Michael Allen on here so freaking bad, but we'll get him. But I totally understand. Doing a cooking channel like I do, you get those comments. Most of the time, you just ignore them. Hey, I didn't like this, blah, 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 or this was great. You're the best guy in the world. You get those comments, but every now and then you get something that just cuts you, man. Something that digs deep. That sucked because you don't cook it the way I do. I'll be like, well, then make your own fucking video. Yeah. Don't be hating on mine. Make your own video, And
I've had comments too, as far as the cooking channel, as when I'm cooking, oh, well, why did you do this, that, or the other? And, like I always say, well, okay, well, that sounds good. Maybe I'll try that next time and I'll say, everyone cooks differently. Everyone seasons their food differently, but it's not that your way is wrong, my way is right. It's just that we're different. We cook different, but it's probably still very good.
See, that's the diplomatic way to do it. I'm like, why did you cook it that way? Because I like it that way. Well, my mother cooked it that way. I said, well, tell your mama to make a video. Don't be hating on me, man. Sometimes I get fed up. Most of the time I just ignore it. And then you get all right, brace yourself, folks. This is a grown-up show. When you start doing pork, all right, or you do hog maws, chitlins, or you do something ethnic, blah blah blah. Then you get the folks that get you with, oh, you set us back. Why you cooking nigga food? What? You get that?
One of my family members here. Well, I don't have to eat the slave. Why are you eating the slave food?
Yeah,
girl, I'm gonna eat me some pig feet chitlins whenever I want to. Yes, I will.
I
don't eat them often, but pig feet. I just did a video the other day. They're good. It's good for your skin. It's good for you. Eat it every now and then.
Look, it's good for your soul. You might grow a little extra ass, but it's good for your soul. But it's those kind of comments that kind of, sometimes the religious folks, you're going to hell. Oh, okay, man, whatever.
I know it's a sin to eat some of everything, but then I can have something to come back on that too, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Oh, please do.
I mean, they just say it's a sin to eat pork, but then I was told and heard that God blessed all the food, so you can eat whatever you want. But anyway,
yeah. Oh, we'll touch on it. The Old Testament. The Old Testament, we're not going to get on religion too much, but the Old Testament specifically said there are certain things you shouldn't eat. All right. If it wasn't an animal with a cloven hoof, all right, which pigs have feet, they don't have hooves. And they start talking about lobsters and other animals that you shouldn't eat. I got that. But in the New Testament, I'm pretty sure Jesus blessed that. And I don't know the scripture, but it's the New Testament where that was revised.
Right.
All right. My thing is this. A pork chop is your friend, and so is bacon. And I consider them close and personal friends. Now, if you think they're your enemy, then don't buy the shit and don't eat it. Let's go to the next question.
That's right. I don't want no turkey bacon. I want
That's it. Go to the next question. What's in your house is in your house. What's in mine is in mine. All right. Yeah, if you think I'm going to hell, then just, wait for the elevator down. You can wave by or whatever, but don't hate on me. Don't hate on me.
Oh, these people kill me that do that. But anyway, to each his
Next,
own.
that's right.
I'm gonna cook and eat whatsoever I want to.
There you go. Next question. Have you ever done or said something out of anger or out of character online that you had to explain away or try to clean up?
I haven't. I've probably said some things. I'm gonna stick with yes, I have.
You have? What? Please explain.
Well, when I was just like pissed or whatever, or just reacting to something someone else to say. Yes, I've said some things in the heat of the moment, but I'm not retracting what I said. So I get that part. No, I'm not retracting it because I said what I said, as my brother would say from the other lady. But yeah, I said what I said, and I meant what I said when I said it because of what that person has said. So,
I know. I'm with you. I've never done a retraction, but I've had to do a couple of clarifications. I'll put it that way. I had to do a couple of clarifications. This is going good. This is going fantastic.
Well, and there was a recent situation the way I handled something with a Caucasian person using.
Let's please get into that. That racist dude that said some wackadoo to you.
Yeah, people didn't exactly know entirely what happened. That started making videos about it. I was out eating at a place that I frequent quite often, I might say. Mm-hmm. And I got up and went to the restroom, blah, 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 and I was talking to the bartender, and this that came back. And the couple that was there when I got back wasn't there, when I left to go to the restroom. Right. And the man ended up saying, I was filming live on YouTube, and I told him, and he was like, "What up, nigga?" And,
a white guy?
Yeah, white guy. And it really caught me. I was stunned for a minute, but then I had people saying, "Oh, you's a Sambo, you's a sellout, you was a coward, you didn't stand up for the black people." So, I did. I made a couple of videos cussing them out, and they cussed me out, this and the other. Yeah, I went there. Kids would say, "Mama, you shouldn't have did that." But anyway, I did because I handled the situation my way. What the whole point is, everyone is different. Now, some of y'all probably would have been, "What the fuck you say? Who you calling that?" I just was like, "No, you can't say that, this, that, and the other." But everyone's different. But of course, I don't believe and go around thinking that it's okay for a white person to come to me and just go, "What up, my nigga?" No, I went down like that. Yeah. And people with brains know that. But anyway, that's
man. See, and people do handle it differently because I wouldn't have jumped up and down and I'd have stood up, looked them in the face, and said, "Excuse me," and dared them to say it again. So the first one would have been, "Oh, you cut me by." Oh, he felt comfortable. Excuse me. Now that changes things, but that's me. That's me. People can always be the what do you call it? The backseat pilot or the Monday morning quarterback. Exactly. They can tell you what they were going to do. Have never been in that situation, but they're going to tell you what they were going to do.
Well, and I said, I pray that everyone who thought I didn't handle it right gets the opportunity to be put in that exact position, and I want to know how they handle it.
I agree. So anyone that had something negative to say the way Phylly Phyl handled it, I wish a white man bless you with a nigga all day, and I hope you handle it differently. Yes, it's terrible, but you do it your way. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I said it. There it is. I said it. That's funny as shit. Anyway. Oh, and I'm serious, y'all. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Everyone that had something negative to say, you clap back, folks. I hope you have the same situation, and I hope you handle it as gracefully or whoop some ass. Do it your way. Next question. What drives you, Phylly Phyl? What drives you? What philosophies, ideologies, suggestions? What makes you you?
Probably I would say the way I was raised, my family, my mom, my grandfather, just being raised by, I was raised in a good old Southern Baptist home, and just being a good parent. My mom, raised by a single parent, my mom.
Strong Black women.
I was married for 7 years, but then, later in life, I became a single parent.
Right.
Knowing what I want to do and wanting the best for my children and wanting to set a good example for them, I just always wanted to try and be one of the, the first in my family, as far as my siblings to graduate from college and do certain things. Nice. And both of my children followed in my footsteps. So, just y'all
put your hands together for a strong Black woman. Now, I will always praise a single mother. Single dads too, but men are supposed to be stronger, that type of stuff. And I know it's the same situation. It sucks, but I've always had both parents. My father said, I'll marry you till death do us part. And my mother passed away a few years back, so he met that obligation. All right. That's the only example that I have. So I'm married. We're 30 plus years. I got 4 beautiful daughters. That's the only example that I have. Now, I got siblings that didn't quite do it that way. Maybe they got the message a little different. But if you end up a single woman for the most part, but I'm talking specifically a single black woman, the disadvantages that you have to overcome are astronomical. All right. One,
for the black women.
Yeah. One, you're black. All right. That's a kick in the balls and y'all don't even have balls. 2, you're a woman. Back to the no balls thing. 3, not only do you have to take care of yourself, but you got kids to take care of too. And that makes things so difficult. You got daycare, you got, all this stuff. And then your mom and dad, you know what I'm saying? And my hat's off to every woman that does it successfully. But I will say what I hate about it is I honestly feel it takes a man to raise a man. All right. You can raise a male human and you can raise a dude with great intentions and be a great member of society. But there's some man shit that gets missed for, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I see what you're saying, and that's true. I mean, I did have, my in-laws, even once I was divorced, they were still, my father-in-law and everything was here because my ex-husband was in the military, retired now, but so he wasn't here. But I had help with my son, but I still think, there are certain things that only a man can teach
and that's the point I was trying to make.
My son, he told me, not recently, he said, Mom, you did a good job. I thank God, I did the best I could. Thank God, never ended up in jail or anything like that. I'm blessed that I never had to worry at night or be called to the police station or anything with my children. I just never had to worry about that. Thank God I did.
You know why that is though?
I did a good job.
You know why that is? Because of the character that you put in your kids. And that's admirable. That's admirable. My nephew, there was a Father's Day a couple days back, man. My brother, well, I ain't trying to get in this business, but the truth is the truth. My brother stepped away. So my sister-in-law raised her kids, my niece and nephew without my brother really being involved. And there was a Father's Day happened a few years back, and this struck me. It didn't hurt me, but it hit me. He posted on Facebook, he's like, I want to wish my mother a happy Father's Day because she was more of a father than my father ever was. What does that say? What does that say? All I could say was, damn, he's right.
Yeah, I see what they're saying. Now, my son's father, the father, he was in my children's life, but I know what that person was trying to say, that their mom was there. I took my son to all his football practices and stayed there, didn't just drop him off. I stayed there while he practiced and waited, nothing against the parents that would drop off the kids and come back when practice was over. But, me and Ashley, we would stay there, I don't know. Some people just feel like the mom was truly the father. But I mean, in my opinion, a woman, you can't be a man.
This is true. And then now let's flip the script here. If you got a single parent that's a man, there's just some women stuff he can't teach her. You can get over the biological, you can buy tampons and pads and teach them what that's about, blah, blah, blah. But there's some women nuances that a man can't give a girl or a young lady. And there's some man nuances that a woman can't give a young man or, a boy. But they can all be strong people and raise great freaking kids. You
can give them the basics, just being a good person, doing things the right way, treating people the way you want to be treated. There's certain things that a man or a woman can teach both sexes.
I agree.
Need to be taught.
Yeah, we'll move to the next question because I ain't trying to make this go bad or any way or other. I'm trying to compliment both sides, and ultimately, I really don't care for the single parent thing because I've never had that, and my girls never had. I don't have that experience, so I don't have the the background to continue on with this subject.
And that's good. And
Yeah.
hopefully, you never have to. Well, I'm sure you won't ever have to now. But yeah, but for those that do, there's a lot of people out there that have to do it, and they've done it well.
Yep. And keep on keeping on. If you're doing it, keep on keeping on. There's people supporting you. We love you. And if you need some help, ask for it. Nobody needs to be an island.
Black women have been the backbone for so many different things, not just families. I mean, I'm not going to get into politics, but for so many things, Black women have just been the backbone. Black women, really, if you look at a lot of these YouTube channels, it's Black women that support, I would say, certain channels, 85 to 90%.
I'll say Black women are the foundation of America.
Okay.
I'll just say that. Foundation of America. This country would not be what it is if it wasn't for slavery. And there's a whole bunch of black slave men that wouldn't have made it without a woman to freaking boost him back up. Can you imagine making it through that shit? Come on, man.
No.
All right. Look, that took a turn.
People that could make it do that. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
These days wouldn't make it.
No, you want think about it. You get
right there.
you get worked like a dog, literally in slavery, beat down like a dog, literally, and then you go back and who heals those wounds? Who's trying to patch you back up? Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Black women are the foundation of this country.
Absolutely. Black women elected Joe Biden, but
anyway, next question. What advice would you give a new YouTuber? Someone that wants to start a channel, or someone that started a channel and they're kind of not feeling like they're getting where they want to get fast enough. What advice would you give to that person?
One of the main things when people email me, I tell them just make sure you're consistent. Post a video every day. I'm not talking about just throwing anything up there, but make sure you find something that you understand and you know how to do, whether you could vlog or if you're just going to film yourself, what you're doing that day, or if you're going to go out and do a food review, but be consistent and post something every day so people can get familiar with you and they're looking forward to seeing your videos.
I agree on that. I agree. Now, it depends on your genre of channel. Okay. The consistency, I agree with 100%. So if you're going to post one every day, then make sure you do that. If you're going to do one once a week or every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then do that. But like Philly says, you have to be consistent. If you're committing to give one video a week, then you need to give them one video a week. If you're going to do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're vlogging every day, and that way people get used to your schedule, they know when you're going to be there. And that's one of the biggest downfalls of my channel. I go to various places and come back. I'm gone for months. I come back and I've never been able to bam, bam, bam. And yeah, I need to get the resolve to be able to put out a video a week or two a week and blah, blah, blah. So thank you for that advice. I need to kick myself in the butt and do the same doggone thing.
And that's made, like for new YouTubers, because once you're established and you have a certain amount of following, you can probably scale it back and maybe do 2 or 3. But, when you're just starting, I would say, and I've heard other YouTubers say that, to tell people, be consistent and try to post something, give your people a video every day, and make sure that you pay attention to your subscribers and what they're saying. And if you can't, read the comments and reply back to your comments. I read my comments. That's one thing people like. They feel like you're actually acknowledging them, and you're not just giving a little smiley face. Say something back to your people.
Well, let me give you a tidbit of advice. You continue to grow, you're going to get to a point where you won't be able to.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Now, because I know if you're getting 3,000 comments, you can't do all of them. But until you get there, if you can't, obviously I'm not there yet, because honey, I can read every comment. Get me there, y'all. Get me there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But look, still skim. I'm just saying, you're going to read your comments best you can, right? Right. But you're not going to be able to and type out a in-depth rebuttal to everybody. There's just not enough time in the day. Trust me.
Absolutely. I agree.
Oh, Diane said, I'm sorry, air fryer recipes with Booger 500 US says, where was it? I try to answer everyone. They took the time to watch and comment. I try to do the same. Yeah, I tried to.
I do.
I tried to.
I answer my comments,
Yes, indeed. Oh, see, we're running through this pretty well. We're at 45 minutes. Let's see if we can get through these next ones. What advice? Well, you actually gave it, but the next question is, what advice would you give to a new YouTuber? You give yours and I'll give mine.
The advice, well, sort of what I just said, new YouTube.
Well, if you had one most important thing, what would that be?
You want to make sure that you do some research on the things that it would take to make a YouTube channel successful, i.e. some type of equipment, simple things. Get you a tripod, get you the simple things that you're going to need. Invest in you a backdrop if you're going to be filming, because people like to see nice things, behind you if you can. So try to research it or ask questions, try to find you someone in the YouTube community, a YouTube family that you feel comfortable with, someone that might be okay with, assisting and answering questions and helping you out.
Yep.
And hopefully you won't get somebody that'll turn on you the next day. But anyway,
I'll tell you mine. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll tell you my biggest advice. Any YouTuber, if you're listening right now, if you have a YouTube channel, well, this won't apply if you have one. If you want to start a YouTube channel, here is my number one advice. Just start.
That too.
Just start. All you need is a camera, a microphone, and a stable platform. And that could be a smartphone and a book if you don't have a tripod yet. Get you a tripod. Start there. Everything else you can learn. All the audio and the editing and multiple cameras and all this other crazy shit that some people do, you'll get there. But just start. If
you build it, it'll come. With my brother, I convinced him to finally leave Facebook and to come over to YouTube. Everything was on Facebook. And when I finally got him to do that, I sent him what you call a YouTube starter kit, just simple things that he would need. And he was very grateful for that. So I think having a starter package, doing some research will help you as well. But first, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I agree. What's your biggest regret in reference to social media?
I don't have any regrets about social media because everything that I've done, it has helped me to grow. I've learned from it. So I have no regrets.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna flip the coin on that. What's your biggest triumph in reference to social media?
Oh, just continuing to my subscribers growing and reaching certain levels and just continue to keep moving on. I'm happy.
Nice.
If I don't grow anymore, thank you for what you've given me. But I want it all. No, I just want to keep going.
I agree with you. Okay, here's my big question. I always ask everybody this. If you were queen for a day, what would or could you do to improve things across the board? Now, you could talk YouTube, you could talk the country, you could talk the world. What would you do if you were queen for a day to make things better?
Get rid of this damn pandemic. There's never been a pandemic. Ever would there have been a pandemic, But I would really, since we're on a social media, I would try and just help all of the YouTubers I'm gonna stick with YouTube, that are not at 1,000 subscribers or monetized. Help them get to 1,000 subscribers and get monetized. Everybody needs to be monetized. They want to be, because there's enough out there for everybody. Quit being greedy, people.
Damn right. Y'all she said, quit being greedy, you mother boop boop. All right. Well, that's about it. Philly, thank you so much. This was a great conversation.
Is that it? Well, dang. Okay.
Well, shit. You can ask me some questions. I don't know. This was a good conversation. Yeah.
I know. You want to look at some more of the comments and see what they're saying? Maybe they have a question for us.
Well, one person said, I'll let you guess, her biggest triumph is her brother. Who said that?
Oh, my goodness.
That's comedian Michael Allen. I'm going to get you on here, buddy. I'm going to get you on here.
Is that what he said? Oh,
Jeanette Pereira, I think that says. She says, hello, Daddy Cooks and Mrs. Phylly Phyl and chat. So she calling me out from my other name. Let's scroll back up and see if we got anything good in the chat before we end this. People are saying I'm listening. People saying yes, this is good information. It's like thanks, great advice. Michael Al, your brother says love this interview. Let's see. I already said that one. So you're a hit. You are a hit. And listen, you're welcome here anytime. You're welcome here anytime.
And you're welcome to pop up on my lives anytime. You know I'm always live. So
yes, ma'am. Oh, someone says, will you ever, I guess that's do an actual camera? Let me try to figure this one out. Will you ever do an actual camera like a Nikon camera? Is that for me or is that for Philly?
I mean, I do have a camera, but I use it sometimes. I don't use it that often.
Yeah, I'm running Sony. I'm running a Sony mirrorless. But folks, it's not about your equipment.
Right.
All right. It's not about your equipment. First of all, if you get a camera that's so complicated that you can't use it, you're not going to use it. That's just the way it is. It took me years to get to, I'm not going to get it's my show. My own shameless plug, Daddy Cooks on YouTube. You'll see different camera angles and video techniques and lighting and this, that, and the other. But I've been doing this for years. All right. Now, the podcast is new to me. And I hope y'all like it. Tell your friends.
I like it.
Jen Got Munchie says, both your content looks good to me, period. I think she's talking about both of us. Thank you so much. Look, there you go. Thank you, Jen.
And doing a live cooking show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say it again. The clapping kind of covered you up. Say it again.
You and I will be getting together. We talked about it and doing a live cooking show as well.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna do this live cooking show. And if you have questions, girl, if you need some help on anything, just hit me up. I got you.
I will. You're one email away.
I know, right? Jen Gabon says podcast is the bomb. We love it, Daddy Cooks. Those of you that are here at R-Bop, Riddick's Book of Philosophy, I also have a YouTube channel called Daddy Cooks, which is a cooking show. So if you're confused why they keep calling me Daddy Cooks, that's why. That is why.
You got a lot of Daddy Cook supporters in here.
Yeah, I know. But this was fantastic. Do you have a message for the masses? You have anything you want to say to the group?
I just want to say, guys, thank you all for all the support you have given me. And if any of you are considering starting a YouTube channel, like we said earlier, just do it. It doesn't take much to start it. Do what, find your passion, something that you believe in. Cooking isn't for everyone. Having a talk show isn't for everyone. Just, get on there and just do what you want to do. And if you believe in it, it will happen. Give yourself time. Be consistent. And if you do that, I promise you, it will grow and you will be successful. Okay.
There it is. I got one thing to add. That's it for me and Phylly Phyl. I love you guys. Thanks for coming. Philly, don't go nowhere right now. Hey guys, I appreciate you. And we're about to end this. And I'll be seeing you when I see you. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're out of here. Y'all take care.